Hello all, welcome to oracle.com. In this session, we'll discuss about how do we fetch AR invoice data from the Fusion ERP using the REST API and generate the output response file in FTP, which is in a JSON format. Let's see the prerequisite. We require an FTP server where we want to store the output file. We require a Fusion ERP instance where we want to invoke the REST API of Fusion ERP to get the AR invoice data. The components required for building this integration are, we require three connections. The first one is the REST trigger connection, which is our the initial point of invoking the integration. Then we require an FTP connection where we are storing the data. And we require a Fusion ERP connection where we want to invoke the REST API of Fusion ERP for the AR invoice purpose. We'll be building an integration of type application. And we are assuming we require a parameter of input type IP. We want to provide AR invoice transaction ID as an input, and we are not generating any output parameter. Now let's see the connection details here. As I said this is how we have to create a connection. We click on create connection, select the REST adapter, and then mention the appropriate connection details and the configuration. Then coming to the FTP connection, for the FTP, make sure that you mention the server host address of your FTP, port number, security policies. Coming to the Fusion ERP connection, you have to mention the Fusion ERP instance details. Then based on the authentication mechanism which you want to consider. Yeah, one more important thing is the adapter which you have to select for the Fusion ERP is Oracle ERP Cloud. And once you select the adapter Fusion Oracle ERP Cloud, mention the connection details. And then in the properties, make sure that you mention the host or nothing but the instance URL of the Fusion ERP. The appropriate security mechanism, you may have a lot number of different ways of invoking the Fusion ERP. So in our demo, we are considering the username password way of invoking the instance. Okay. Now, so the integration, this is the integration which you want to design. The first one is the get AR invoice, the trigger component, which is the initial point of invoking the integration. And then in the assignment, we are mapping our input parameter to one of the parameter of the REST API parameter. Okay. And here, finally, like the response which we get from the get AR invoice data, invoke activity, get AR invoice data, which is our Fusion ERP REST invocation. And this response we are writing to FTP. So you can see here, write AR invoice FTP. The invoke activity, write AR invoice file FTP. This invoke activity in which we are placing our FTP file. So you can observe here. So the input will be the transaction ID, nothing but we call it as customer transaction ID. Once you run the program or the integration, we are expecting we need to be generating a file like in this the FTP directory like 2025 outbound AR invoice with appropriate naming convention. Like in our case, we just consider AR invoice sequence followed by JSON, right? So this is the integration which you want to build. Yeah. So before that, let me show you the integration. Let me show you the AR the REST API which we want to invoke. And this is the Postman client. So here, if you observe this particular still.com, this is our Fusion instance URL. And the one which is after the /FSTM REST API, this is nothing but our, let me copy here and then I can clearly explain. So just observe this one. Till this com is a Fusion instance URL. And then line number 13 is the REST URI. And for the REST URI, till receivable invoice is the, the endpoint. And here we are passing the parameter using the query fashion where Q is equal to, and the unique parameter of AR invoice is the customer transaction ID, and the value which I'm passing is 102. Okay, if I just click on send data, and we are getting a response, and here the authorization I'm just going with the username password, right? So this is a REST URI which we want to invoke via OIC. That is what we want to achieve. And you can observe here the JSON output data, the similar data which we will be getting in our file. So now let us start building this integration. So I'm in the integration instance now. Click on create application, and I'll just mention underscore test. We'll go with the default, no changes. And here, the connection details, as I mentioned here, I'll just go with a similar connection, REST connection, OT. Get AR invoice details. And here we want to add up an input parameter, and the endpoint, you can just go with a slash, no change, nothing to mention here. Click on continue, add, and this will be integer. So here I just want to follow a specific convention, or else I can just mention I input parameter AR invoice transaction ID. This is what I want to mention. Continue, finish. Next is we want to invoke the Fusion ERP, right? Before that, the parameter which we want to pass to Fusion ERP will require a specific format, right? Like as we saw in our the Postman, it requires a question mark like this, right? So yeah, we can assign that. We can do an assignment after mapping also, after invocation also. Let us finish the invocation of the Fusion REST API first. So Fusion ERP AR invoice connection. This is my connection here. I just created one more connection, but the similar one which I have shown in the slide. Invoke AR invoice Fusion. Just mention like this. And here, this is a very important one. So in the ERP connection, till this part will be there. And now what we need to mention is this till this part. So till this part, we have to mention in our endpoint. Okay. And then you just need to mention add and review parameters. And also we require configure this endpoint to receive a response, right? The response what we receive from this invocation, we have to send to the FTP. That's the reason we have selected the response. And what is the reason of selecting the input parameters? Because we want to pass our input, right? The customer transaction ID. That's the reason. So click on add. So the parameter which I want to pass is this one. But what sense it makes, yes, you'll understand after I design the assign logic. Okay. So for now, just design this one, click on string, and now click on continue. Now comes the important one. We need to set the response also. Response, we are going with the JSON format. And here I already got the response, right? The one which we got from here, right? The similar one. The same thing which we have to upload in the schema now. So I'll select here and you can show you that. AR invoice response JSON. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So this response will upload now. Drag and drop. JSON. Continue and finish. Okay. So now before mapping of invocation of REST API of Fusion, you just create one assignment. Okay. So in this one, what we do is we'll create a variable. We'll mention some name, AR invoice transaction. Okay. So, but what does it require, right? So it requires this logic. So now here, this requires a logic of concatenation of the customer transaction ID followed by the input parameter. Okay. So now assume, let us say this is, let me get the input parameter. So this is my input parameter. So I'll copy this input parameter. And now I need to send this information. Okay. So this is what we want to consider for this variable. So this variable will have a value called customer transaction ID is equal to, in a single quotes, the input value which user has provided. So I'll just paste here. Okay. Okay. Concatenation. That's it. So now this variable will hold a concatenation of the value. Okay. The variable name is equal to value. And then the mapping for the invoke REST API, click on this one, and we have to assign the variable value to this particular Q parameter value. So on the query parameter, yeah, for this one, this variable you just assign here. Because this is a customized variable, right? We have assigned a value of customer transaction ID. Now, how does it go? This is how it will go. this will get appended to the queue. Okay. Now click on validate. Yes. Now the next thing is we want to invoke the FTP, right? So here click on this one and search FTP connection OT. Create AR invoice in FTP. Write file, and we'll just go with the binary, and we'll just go with this directory. And file name, you can mention a specific sequence, AR invoice percentile sequence .json. No other changes. Continue. Now it is asking, do you want to see the structure? No. And no, we'll just mention that because we want to consider only few elements what we get it, right? So we have to mention the structure. Okay. So specifically JSON, mention the format, and the same thing, right? The AR invoice response, what we are getting from the REST API of the Fusion, the same thing we want to generate in our FTP also, but we don't want all the details. Why we don't want all the details? Because it may generate large amount of data. So we don't want to consider all the elements. We just want to read only few values. Okay. So then the mapping of FTP, just click on this edit. Now here you can see that, let it generate. Now the response wrapper in the items, you'll see all the elements of the JSON content. And the same way, the response of our invoke AR invoice REST, you'll see the similar one. And here in the items, map items to items. And we'll just try to map only a couple of values. Customer transaction ID, I'll just map it. And we have transaction details, like a transaction number, like those very important data. We'll just try to map. Transaction number, date, type, course, customer. Okay. So I'll just end up with these elements. Now the primary business identifier, set the input variable. Yeah, now we are good for activation. Activate it. Make sure that you enable in a debug mode because this is first time we are designing this integration. There is a chance of issues, or we want to validate the content properly. Yeah. And yeah, let's run it. And I'll just delete this data. I don't want to keep this data here because, so just see whether our integration generates a file or not, right? And we'll try to get the information from our Fusion ERP. This is one of the value, right? AR customer data. You can get this data from RA customer transaction solve. If you're aware of the SQL query, you can use this one, select star from RA customer transaction solve. This table will store all the AR invoices in the Fusion. So I'll just pass this transaction ID. Let's run it. Status is 200, but let's see whether it really generated a file or not. Just refresh your FTP. I could see the file which is generated now, and let us see the content here. Perfect. We're able to see the data, right? And let's try for one more invoice. Let me get it. Okay, it's still running, right? I know one of the invoice like a 1002, or maybe let me check the, yeah, 1002. Run again. We should see one more file now in our FTP. Yeah, I think refresh. Either it would have overwritten or not sure whether it has overwritten. No. Yeah, it overwritten that file. That's the reason. Maybe, what we have to do is we have to modify our program such a way that we should not overwrite and try to generate with a timestamp or, transaction ID format so that it not overwrite. Okay. So this is the logic of, invoking the REST API from the integration and generating a file. As of now, here we have not done any transformation on the source to target, nothing but whatever the response which we are getting the Fusion ERP as this file we are generating, but we are not considering any columns. But in the next coming session, we'll try to transform the file rather than generating a JSON format. Maybe we want to generate a CSV format. And, if at all, if invoice having a header line and distribution, right, we want to generate header information and header data file separately and line data file separately or something similar, different transformation logic we'll see in our upcoming session. Thank you.